Welcome to Excel magic trick number 1744. In this video, we want to see how to average without the min or max values using the TRIMMEAN function. Now this question comes from Punnett, and he wants the average of 4 numbers excluding the upper and lower numbers. And when we calculate an average, we have a numerator and a denominator. So in the numerator, I'm just going to add all the values and then subtract the min and subtract the max. And when I close parentheses, that's the numerator. And in the denominator, we'll divide in parentheses. We'll count to see how many numbers there are. Close, and we'll subtract 2. And that'll work. But there's another way we could do this using the TRIMMEAN function. Now we have a data set over here. And the way the TRIMMEAN function works is you give it a percentage. There are 40 values here. So 10% times 40 is 4. And the TRIMMEAN function will automatically exclude the 2 smallest and the 2 biggest. So we'll use the trim. And this function's been around for a long time. The TRIMMEAN. I'll select the values using Control-Shift down arrow. Control backspace to jump back to the active cell, comma. And there's our 10%. That means the 5% on the bottom and the top of a sorted list will be removed before it makes the average calculation or the mean calculation. So we get 37.5. And we could prove this to ourselves by manually, from a sorted list, click in that cell, hold Shift, click in the third to last cell. And when I manually do this, we get exactly the same thing. So up here equals TRIMMEAN. There's the array. Comma, and for the percent, I'm just going to, since it's always min and max, hard code that 2 in and use count. And there you go. That's a much easier way. Now, Punnett said that his values were in different cells. So TRIMMEAN, when we look at the arguments, this is not like a normal aggregate function, sum, average, and count. There's only one place to put the array of values. But in functions like this, you can open parentheses and then create your own separate argument. So that cell, comma, this one, comma, and that one. When we close parentheses, all those values will go into array. And then 2 divided by count. And this is a normal aggregate function, so the arguments, comma, allow us to just use commas and put different values in. Close parentheses, and that will work. All right, here's bonus number 1. And this is going to be a silly formula. We'd never actually use this formula when we have these options here. But just for fun, let's look at the aggregate function. Now, the first argument allows us to choose different functions. Well, what are we interested in? Max, min, and sum. So in the first argument, we'll use array syntax, curly bracket, 4, 5, 9. Close curly bracket. That'll tell aggregate to do those 4 aggregate calculations, comma, ignore nothing, a 4, comma. And we're using the bottom one because the first 13 functions only allow references, not an array and k. So if I put this there, close parentheses, and use the F9 key, there it is. Simultaneously, the max, min, and the total. And I want to subtract these two, so Control-Z. I'll multiply it in array syntax, -1, -1, 1. Close curly bracket. Now if I hit the F9 key, I can just add those to get the correct numerator amount. Control-Z. I'm going to put this inside of sum. And then the rest would be the same. Count -2. That's a silly formula, but it will give us the right answer. Now here's bonus number 2. And It's another silly, ridiculous formula. We could use the sequence function, count how many rows there are here. That's 4, and sequence can give me an array of numbers 1 to 4. But I want an array that's only 2, so I'm going to subtract 2, comma, comma to skip over columns. And the start will say, hey, start at 2. Close parentheses and F9. There's 2 and 3. That means I want the second and third biggest value. So Control Z. Now we can use large. And in the K, when I comma, that'll give me the second and third. So F9. Now I have the interior values, Control Z, and I put it inside of average. This is just silliness. But it'll get the same answer also. All right, so that was a little fun with excluding the min and the max and then calculating the average. And we saw the amazing trim mean function. All right, we'll see you next video.